So hello everyone, I'm Megha Nagar and I am responsible for the cloud analytics in SAP Cloud ALM, and I am responsible for the product management of cloud analytics in Cloud ALM. And in today's session, we will see how you can benefit from the analytics, the embedded analytics, the reports, the graphs, the charts that we offer in SAP Cloud ALM currently. And with me today, we have Xavier with us, and he will show you how APIs can be used to develop external dashboards. So agenda today is that I will present how integrated analytics works and what are the overview page and detailed analytic applications have to offer you. And then we see how end-to-end traceability can be achieved in SAP Cloud ALM. And then we see at the roadmap what you can expect in coming days. And then Xavier will take over and show you how the APIs can be used and how to create Grafana dashboard. So let's begin here. So embedded analytics. So we offer preloaded analytical capabilities along with the other applications, along with the main capabilities. So you get out of the box built-in charts, graphs, and reports, which will support you in your data-backed decision-making process during your implementation. Then these graphs, charts, and reports cover diverse tracking, monitoring, and reporting needs that are there for different roles and different team members. So in short, I just want to explain how this analytical framework works. So we have different mainstream capabilities like project management, release management, defect management, test management, requirement management, task management, process and scoping management, features and deployment management. And these are individual applications, and these applications are actually sending the change events to the central analytical framework where we process these events and produce reports, graphs, and dashboards for you. And the main objective is to turn the cross-application data into the meaningful information and insights for you so that you can make timely decisions. And then we also offer connectivity back to these applications, and so that you can look at the performances, and then from there on you can go back to the respective application for the further drill downs. Apart from this, analytical capabilities or analytical applications, charts, these are all available as soon as a new functionality is available in Cloud ALM. So we are committed to deploy with confidence, and we are delivering really fast. You don't have to wait like in old days for a major release to get a particular functionality. So be aware that if a new, let's say, for example, defect is available in the defect management area, you will get the reports on the defect management really quick and fast. So this is the advantage of our cloud analytics. Then let's see what overview and detailed analytic pages are. So we have conceptualized analytics into two areas. So first requirement is that every team member needs a bird's eye view of the current situation. So looking at some KPIs you want to actually make, you want to focus on your focus areas, and then you want a high level tracking and monitoring of different objects in one view. And you need definitely the current reporting, the real-time process data to appear there. Then second requirement is the detailed analytical views. So for that, you need to drill down deeper into some areas. You need transparency, you need traceability, you need retrospectives, you need historical reportings, which tell you the trends and patterns of different objects which are there in your implementation journey. So to cater to these needs, we have an overview page. So like how you see here, looking at it, you can really say that, okay, this is my focus area and this is the area where I need to focus. So you can already make out the reds and greens in this page, and you can then focus on these areas. This actually acts as a health check monitor for your all project activities, and then also offer you the connectivity to different applications for faster drill rounds. Then you get project-wide aggregated data. So basically this all cards, each card shows the KPIs of a dedicated area, and then these KPIs can also with these KPIs you can actually access the data behind it in the respective applications. And these are all preloaded reports and charts which you can also personalize. So I will give you a demo where I will show you how you can personalize this page for your needs. So this is about the overview page. Then we have detailed analytics. So we have an application analytics overview where you find different standalone reports. And these reports can be used to drill down into the complex details, the historical charts, the progress reports, the trend charts, the burn down charts, burn up charts. All these are available for you, and these are actually all standalone pages and individual apps, which can be then filtered with filtered individually. These can be also personalized. So variant management is available in all these apps. So let's go to the system and see how it looks there. So this is our overview page, which I was showing you in the slides. Now I will show you how you can personalize this. So basically you get a project overview from as standard overview page with the SAP Cloud ALM, where you get this all the cards, and this page actually acts as a catalog for you. So you can select what you want, which focus areas you want to collect together, and make an overview page for yourself. So basically you can make let's say a task overview, you can make a process and requirement overview, you can make a project manager's view. So you can create these views. Now how you can create it is go to the main page, which is a standard SAP page. There you can select manage cards, and in this menu you can actually deselect what you don't want to see. So for example, let's create a test manager's view. So there I would need, let's say, no task elements, no task related statuses. I just need to focus on my testing. So basically I need test preparation, I need test execution, I need detailed statuses of my failed test runs, and then I need some defects as well. So I can just select this, and then there is a new functionality with which you can select a card and basically move them up or down based on your needs. So let's say if you want to concentrate more on the defects, you can bring it up, and then you will see that the card will be rearranged on the overview page. So you can play with this and then create your personalized overview page. Now you see that the dot appears here with which you can actually save this as, let's say, test managers view. You can also set it as default. You can also delete it. You can set it as default. Yeah. So this is your test manager's view, and you can see that I moved the defects card on top. So this is how you can create. Apart from that, you can also apply different filters, and these filters can be part of your view. So you don't have to every time when you come here select filters and yeah, so you can basically select and save it in your view so that it's already there when you are arriving at this page. So look, let's go back to the overview page. So here you can see you have different cards, and these cards, like for example, project card gives you a summary of what's going on in a project, whether what is the status of current status of the project, how the tasks are being progressed in the project, which is the current phase, when is it ending, and how many days are remaining for the phase to end. Similarly, you get in terms of project progress, you get the completion, the task completion by phases. So basically, you can look at this card and see that, okay, my realized phases, for example, has 72% tasks completely done. You can also click here and go to the detailed progress reporting app, where you can see that these we offer the progress report by phases, by sprints, and by deliverables. So basically, the completion percentage is offered here in terms of planned versus remaining tasks. So basically, all that tasks, only the tasks that are done are considered as done. Rest are considered as remaining tasks. And here you can also look at the graph. So you have a burn down chart where you can see what has been trending so far and how your tasks are being done on a daily basis. Then we have, okay, let's go back. It's also possible to filter these reports. So you can use these reports to present to your customers in case you are a partner, or you can use it in your PRMs. And so basically, you can filter these reports for partners, for example. So you can click on the partner, and the filter will apply on the tasks, and you will then see the report showing the tasks that are remaining per phase, which were assigned to the partner. So based on the user type, you can filter these report and present to them the tasks that are lying with your customer in case you are a partner. So that can be visualized here in this report. Similarly, you have the progress report by sprint, so basically by tasks, and by story points. So if you are using story points, then this is the perfect report for you. You can look at how many per sprint, how many story points were planned, and how many have been completed, and how many are still remaining to be done. So this is the view on the sprint progress. Then you have also deliverable progress report. So you can see that the tasks are grouped by deliverable, and then this actually gives you a high level overview of how your deliverables have been progressing. So this is what you can do with the reporting, for example, progress reporting. Now we go back to the overview page where you can also see the today card. It's like a newspaper every day. You can come here and read if there is anything that needs your focus. You can click on them and then you can directly navigate to these tasks, for example. Then you have upcoming tasks that uh, are assigned to you or your roles or all tasks. So this is showing the overdueness of the task was due on February 5th, 22, and it still needs your attention. Apart from that, we have another interesting card called upcoming events card, where we are showing what is upcoming in your project, and also what is upcoming in terms of an upgrade from SAP side. So there is an upgrade, the major release, which is upcoming 2302, and we are already showing this schedule for this. Basically, it's appearing in your upcoming events card. You can click on it, and then there you see the downtime schedule, which is published for two system landscape customers and three system landscape customers. You can also navigate to RAST tool, which is the release assessment tool, where you can actually look at what is the impact of an upcoming upgrade on your active apps and processes. So this can be done from here. Apart from this, you can also visualize all your planned time-bound activities in your project or a release in this application called Release and Timeline. So here you can see that all planned activities are shown here in a view. It's like a Gantt chart of all your time boxes, releases, and also the releases from SAP side also appearing here, so that you can plan your non-deployment window in this region and see if there are any conflicts happening. So that's about the overview page. So you can find that there are more cards here, but I think with the time, it's not possible to show you all, but there are status graphs and charts which can be seen here for all the areas. For example, requirements, tasks, subtasks, solution processes, requirements, distribution, features, test preparation, test execution, defects, and also the recommendations are here. So this is all in all about overview page. Now let's get back to the presentation. Then we talk about the main functionality, which is called traceability. So what is traceability? So key to successful delivery is efficient tracking. And traceability is something like if you order a pizza and then you want to be able to track it, where your pizza is currently, or you order from Amazon and you are ready to track when you're getting the delivery. So similarly, we are offering you this analysis called traceability that will provide you transparency by bringing together all the related artifacts based on their statuses. You can track them, and you can know when your main object will be ready. Let's go into a little bit more depth here. So readiness of an implementation object is dependent on the progress of related objects. So basically, we offer the traceability for your solution processes, for your requirements, for your user stories and for the features at the moment. And with the traceability, you can analyze the readiness of your main entity. So, for example, you have a solution process and you create requirements, you create tasks out of it, and then you have test cases that are assigned to this. And then your solution process will be ready only when your requirements are fulfilled or confirmed, your tasks are all done, and then all the test cases have been successfully tested. So this is how we try to bring a traceability here. And I think it will be better to look at it in the system itself. So let's go to analytics. Okay. Yeah. So let's go to solution process traceability. Now we see that the solution process here becomes the main or the leading object. And then you have the statuses of the related object that are directly assigned to the main object, which is a solution process. Now here you come because you have questions like you want to know the readiness of your solution processes, or you want to know which solution processes have been successfully tested and all the requirements have been confirmed. So in that regards, we offer you the extended filters here. And for example, you can filter for the solution processes which have no requirements assigned. So let's say if I click here, then I get a list of solution processes which have not yet any requirements assigned to them. So this is how you can find anomalies in your solution processes. And for example, you can also find out which are the solution processes where, let's say, all my requirements are confirmed. So let's say I click here. So these are the solution processes where all your requirements are confirmed. Sorry, this one. And now I want to see out of these, which are the solution processes that have all the test cases that are successfully tested. So here I can filter for all passed, and then I get a result where all the test cases are passed. So that's the answers. These are the answers you are looking for. So you should come to solution process traceability. Similarly, we have requirements traceability, where the requirement is the main object, and then there are the features, user stories, project tasks, test preparation and execution as the related objects and their statuses. So here you can basically come with questions like which requirements are ready for testing, for example. So what I would do is I would go to so I want to start testing only when let's say all the test cases have been prepared. So then I would go to the filter test preparation and then select all test cases with the same status, which is prepared. So that gives me a list of requirements where all the test cases have been prepared already. And some, you can see that some have been already are being tested. So this gives me a list, but you can also utilize these, let's say, requirement traceability to maintain your manually set statuses for your requirement. So for example, here you can already see that these requirements have the test cases already prepared. And then the status is showing in realization. So what you can do is you can actually select them all, then move with the selection to requirements overview. And here you can do a mass edit, select again, do a mass edit, and then you can maintain the status. For example, in testing, and save it. When you go back to requirements traceability, the status is changed. So this is how you can utilize these traceability apps to even maintain, to look at if you have rightly maintained the status of requirements or user stories, for example. And apart from that, you also get, so basically when you click on the features, there is a possibility to navigate to feature with a specific status. For example, here, feature with in implementation status, you can actually click here and navigate to the details of this feature in the features app. Otherwise, if you want, you can also move with the selection to the feature traceability, so that, for example, you want to know why these features are still in specification, what is happening to the transports. So you can actually move with this selection to feature traceability. And this is how you can move forward from traceability to track down or drill down to the lowest detail of an entity. So I think it's taking time. Let's try with the user story. So let's go to user story traceability. I think there is something wrong. Yeah, but this is how you can move forward from one traceability to another. You also see the total number of user stories created for a requirement here. Then this is the person who changed this user story last, which has been included here. Then this is the assignee of this requirement. So we bring all of this here in one view for you to make it easy and save you some navigations. So this is all about requirements. Now let's go back. Okay. So what to expect in future? So we have plans for bringing a test action analysis for you. We have traceability enhancements for us to accomplish in coming few weeks. It should be available very, very soon. So basically, we will also include defects and indirectly assigned objects in the traceabilities. And then we have some hierarchical reports, some enhanced recommendations on our plate for future. So if you have any questions, or if you have any ideas, or if you would like to see the mock-ups or concepts, just contact me, and I will be happy to share with you. Then I would give the stage back to Xavier. If once I can continue to show.
Okay, and I'm back to the presentation. Okay, thanks for this first part of the presentation. So now what I would like to do is go over our external APIs for analytics. So it's something that you should see as something complementary to what we saw from the beginning. So in our analytics or API strategy, we always have two sets of analytics, what we call embedded analytics, which are built in the product. They are there for the build part, but also the operation, the run part. And we have what we call cross-use case analytics, which are the way for you as a customer or partners to aggregate all data, analytics data in single views, to being able to report and build analytics report and build insights for your complete ALM processes. So this is what is about in the next 10 minutes to show you what we have, what we are building and what we have for you in this area of cross-use case analytics. Just quickly start with high-level architecture view. So what we are delivering a bunch of OData and REST API, which are in the middle of the chart there. And those APIs, OData, REST, are offering access to an analytics service of SAP Cloud ALM. This analytics service actually is implementing one of the API that we have in the API Business Hub. So this is this SAP ALM Analytics APIs, which I will show in a minute. And thanks to this OData REST APIs, you can build your report, your custom report in the platform of your choice. So it could be SAP Analytics Cloud, using OData protocol, for example, using OData import, or it could be any third-party tools in the market. And Grafana could be one of those tools. And for this, to make Grafana is an open source dashboarding monitoring application, we deliver a Grafana plugin. It's called the ALM Grafana plugin. You can find it in GitHub. You can download it, install it on your Grafana instance, and that will let you connect or use the REST API without coding the access, the HTTP protocol that you would do with another third-party tools. So this is the approach. This is what we deliver. Just to illustrate this, so in the API Business Hub that I'm now showing in the screen, we have a set of APIs there. And one of those API is the SAP Cloud ALM Analytics. So we have also API for project, tasks, business service management, custom processes. And we are going to extend this this year and next year to offer, to let you access all SAP Cloud ALM entities with an external system or a third-party component. The Analytics API is, I would say, a generic API that gives you access to what we call data providers. So data providers are task, project, defects, requirements, tests execution for the build part, and it could be health monitoring, integration monitoring, business process monitoring on the operation part. So this, so we have two concepts there which actually explain this. There we have this generic API to access the analytics. So it retrieves data as a table or time series. And we have the data provider concept that is an abstraction of the access to the SAP Cloud ALM data. So I won't go over there. I just want to mention one thing. From the API Hub, you can jump into the reference guide for SAP Cloud ALM Analytics API. This is more detailed information on how to use the API. You have the what's new section, how to start with the API, how to create a service instance, a key. So what you need to do as a customer or partner to connect an external analytics systems or any third-party component to SAP Cloud ALM. And then you have the detail of all the API. And for the analytics API, you have also the let's say the projects, the detailed information on the each data providers. So for project, task, integration, monitoring, the scopes which is needed to access the information, and also the technical information managed by the data provider, what we call dimensions and also measures. So this is the really detailed information if you want to understand something about APIs, and more specifically into the analytics API. So back to the slide. This is actually the catalog that we are building for analytics content. So it's referring to what I was calling data providers. So this is the catalog of data providers or analytics content that you can get now out of SAP Cloud ALM via an API. So we have task, projects, test management, defects, and requirements. So all these are for the build part. And for the run part, we have BPMon, business process monitoring analytics, real user monitoring, job monitoring, health monitoring, integration monitoring, and the status events analytics. So this is actually available in your current SAP Cloud ALM tenant. The plan is to deliver synthetic user monitoring and exception monitoring analytics next quarter, and we have more coming for features and transport analytics, event situation, alerts, and configuration security analytics. So all this, it's the date of the delivery is also not confirmed, but this is what we would like to deliver. So now what I would like to show is an example of dashboard that we can build out in Grafana based on the Analytics API and on the Grafana plugin, which is available in the GitHub. So this is a Grafana dashboard built on my demo system. This Grafana instance is connected to one of my SAP Cloud ALM tenant using the service instance that you need to create to let external system accessing the API. And this is pure custom dashboard that a customer could build with his own content. So there you see we have a bunch of different sources that we can see. So we have a system health check tab there, which gives you information on number of users, status of the system, BPMon information, job monitoring, and real user monitoring information that will come in a minute. It was there. Let me. Oh, okay. Let's have to test the system before. Okay, so you see, it's all the data are coming from the operation part, and below I have also some information on the project. So I have built there on project management 2 dashboards, which are actually the status of some aggregated dashboard, aggregated projects, and for different customers. So this is also to illustrate that there we are, you can even, we have different use cases. You can build analytics with different source of information, actually the status events coming from the business service management scenario in SAP Cloud ALM. And in the same page, you have information for your project. So you want to know the status of your different project. And then we have another dimension, it's a split between different customers. So we have all so you can connect this Grafana instance to 2 different SAP Cloud ALM tenants. For the partner use case, it's also very interesting. They could see in one single dashboard the status of all the tenants that they will manage for their customers. From there, you can also navigate or build overviews. And now I'm building another views, which is a project dashboard overview, which is actually an instance of this dashboard for a specific project. So I could, if I want to see the status of my company project, I click there, I start the same project this Grafana dashboard instance with another content. So it's for my company project. And there I was in my S4 implementation project. And now I can have a lot of KPIs, but I can also change as I want. And I have also some scope distribution there, which allows me to navigate either to the requirement view. And then I would have a list of my requirement for my specific scope and specific project to see where what is the status of my different requirement. And if I need more information, then I can navigate back to a SAP Cloud ALM with a jump in. Actually, we have a jump in somewhere there, I think. Yeah, there I will jump to a SAP Cloud ALM. So I will not do it now, but actually, okay, so it's, and then I can even navigate back to the analytics that Mega was showing at the beginning of the presentation. Okay, so I saw the requirement. I can do the same thing for the tasks or the defect. Let's go to defect to see what we have. And then again, a new dashboard with some information, some KPIs, fail test in progress, requests, and also some burn chart that I can also manage for my project if I want to. Let's conclude with this one. Yeah, then, okay, and then I was able to build some burn up and the burn chart. So this was to illustrate one use case for a build scenario. Let's do another one for operation. I will move to another type of dashboard, which is kind of OCC dashboard. So there, what I'm illustrate this in this dashboard, I'm mixing again data coming from health monitoring. So this is all my S4HANA cloud system, so my landscape, with the overall status of the metrics reported by health monitoring. And I have the same with the critical status there. And if something is red, as I could react and get to the detail. And there I'm mixing also the job monitoring status. So how the jobs of my different system are running. And I like also to see what is the events raised by the cloud availability centers there. For my different system. What I can do also as an administrator, if I want, I can also create there views for different type of system. Let's say I want to have my ABAP, application server ABAP, S4HANA Cloud S4 in one view. So now I will have this view where I can get information from a different type of system. So my application server, so same metrics, but different system type, S4HANA Cloud, S4. And if I want, I can also navigate to the detail if something is red. So then I can navigate to a dedicated view for this specific type of system. And now I have another bunch of metrics, which are coming from different scenarios. So either it's health monitoring or real user monitoring. To do more analysis on my system. I have all the metrics there that I can navigate to. This all the health monitoring metrics. Okay, so and if I select now another type of system, the S4 system, then I have a different view or different type of metrics. So I can really build. As a customer, this is a really dedicated view for my main monitoring systems or main monitored systems. Okay. To finish with this, I will just show you how a user would do to customize this. Let me move to, okay. So I can take this view, for example. I will add, so what the user needs to do is it needs to manage, if he has the edit rights, and in Grafana, he could create views, create dashboard, arrange the dashboard as he wants. Okay, and he can add new content by adding the add panel button. When you have a new panel and you know where to push this panel, you can click on the there on the Add New panel. And then you are in the panel the definition builder of Grafana. The first thing you would do is you would connect to your tenant, the SAP Cloud ALM tenant. Today, I have 2 tenants that I can connect to, but then you can have a large list of systems or tenants that you can connect. So now I'm going to my dev system. Okay, it's like it's really actually like a SAP Cloud ALM customer tenant. So when I'm connected to my data source, I will need to configure this, so I can visualize as time series or table. Let's say time series for the moment, and I would have to pick one data providers. And I will finish this demonstration by using the else monitoring data provider. So remember, all the data providers that I show there, they are the ones which are actually shown in my presentation. Okay, so this is actually the content that you can get access. So I want to use the else monitoring. Okay, and now I'm accessing the else monitoring data. So with a bunch of dimensions that I can manipulate. So let's say I want to see only the ABAP system. Okay, and I'm able also to display the dimension that I want to show. So it could be the service name, it could be the metric name, for example. Okay, and as I selected metric name, I have an automatic drill down for metrics, but then I can also filter on the metrics actually that I want to see. So if I only want to see only the ABAP job aborted, then I select it there. It's there, okay. And I want to see everything. Okay, and the last thing I would like to quickly show is this measure. Those are the measurements which are accessible for this specific data providers. So you can either go for this percentage of OK status, okay, which is a good indicator. So you have only the percentage there. I have a drill down per service name. Okay. Yeah, let's say I don't want to drill down per metric, so I remove the metrics, but I want to see all my service type. And okay, and I know what I do. I just do a drill down per service type, and let's say I want to see now a status. So this is in Grafana the visualization that we can get. So I can use the status history. It's maybe too big, so I will say for the last 6 hours. And now what I build there is quickly a view where I show the percentage of OK status for all my systems aggregated bare system type. Okay, but if I want to see only my S/4HANA Cloud, I can filter there only the ABAP. Okay, it's there. The threshold then I need to change because I want to have green, and I would have to put a threshold for a lower value. Okay, like this. Okay, and now I can save or discard and apply. So I have my new dashboard ready. You know, this is the new panel that we just added there. So this was to illustrate how to access the Analytics API using the Grafana plugin. But again, this Analytics API could be accessed by any dashboarding tool being able to connect via an HTTP REST protocol. Okay, so for me, it's over now. Okay, thanks for listening.